church, and homeschoolers are allowed to play. As soon as Sunday school finishes, I run down all 3 flights of stairs to the hall outside adult Sunday school. I wait while the adults have a final prayer that lasts almost 3 hours, and then I jump in front of Mom as she walks out the door. "Mommy," I say, "can I please, please, please play on a travel soccer team?" She gives her standard response, "We'll have to think about it," which really means, "We'll have to think about reasons you can't do it," which really means no. But I want that uniform. I want those shiny shorts and bright socks to wear in games against other soccer teams in other cities around Virginia. I want it more than anything I have ever wanted. So I keep asking Mom. This is one of the advantages of homeschooling. You are with your mom all day, every day. So if there's something you want, you can ask her over and over again. Of course, you don't want to ask her so much that she gets annoyed, just enough so she doesn't forget. That's why I only ask every 15 minutes. I did this the time Luke took his first steps, and Mom said that he had figured out how to walk because he'd seen us walking all the time. So I asked Mom, if we all flew around in jetpacks all the time, would Luke figure out how to fly? She said no, he wouldn't, but I thought it would be really, really cool if Luke could learn how to fly. So I kept asking every 15 minutes for several weeks, hoping she would say yes. But she never did. The soccer team question turns out differently than the jetpack question, though. I asked Mom about the soccer team all week, and after just 5 days of asking every 15 minutes, no. We'll think about it. Maybe. Mom agrees, but you can't wear your uniform to church to let me play. Awesome. But tryouts aren't for a few weeks, so I will use those weeks to practice and get good. I will start tomorrow, on Saturday. It's Saturday morning and I just woke up. I look at my alarm clock, 7:03. I do a quick calculation, 1 hour and 57 minutes left. Less than 2 hours. I feel something warm under my foot. I pull back the covers and see Mom's heating pad, the piece of fabric that heats up when you plug it into the wall. I've been using it for almost 4 months. I like to put it on my leg to help the growing pains when I am trying to go to sleep. I must have rolled around and pushed it down to my foot while I was asleep. I switch it off and climb down the ladder. Matthew, sleeping in the bottom bunk, he gets the bottom because he is 7 and I am 9, feels the bed move and wakes up. "Is it Saturday?" he whispers, like there are other people in the room who might wake up if he talks too loud. "Yeah," I whisper back. "Yes," he says, scrunching his eyes together and smiling so I can see the gap where his adult teeth haven't poked through yet. "Sweet cereal. Sweet cereal." Matthew jumps out of bed, but I am already halfway down the hall to the kitchen. I beat him there because I have always been fast, and when I stop running, I slide several inches on my socks across the kitchen floor. I see it on the table. Honey O's, which you will love if you like Honey Nut Cheerios, trademark General Mills. It contains 9 essential vitamins and is a good source of... But while I am still reading the box, Matthew grabs it off the table. He lifts it with 2 hands and shakes it over his bowl. A couple of Honey O's land in the bottom. Plink, plink. He shakes the box a few more times, and the cereal comes out like an avalanche into his bowl, and pieces are rolling off the table and onto the floor. "Aww," I say, which is what you say when you see someone break a rule and they are going to be in trouble. The "aw" starts in a low voice, and then you get higher and higher until you are saying the "ooh" part. "Oops," Matthew says. "That's more than half a bowl of sweet cereal," I say. "I'm going to tell Mom." "No, please, please, don't tell Mom," he says. "Watch." He grabs a fistful of Honey O's from the table and returns them to the box.